Welcome, the War Chief of Light is back with another epic video. Hi, my name's Biggie, but you lovely people are more than welcome to call me Beebs. Today's video, we're covering a small moment in time of Endwalker, where we break the fourth wall. And you know what? I don't even know if it was done intentionally, but we're going to talk about it. Speaking of which, big ol' spoiler alert for Endwalker. This moment, specifically this one, is one that if you have not experienced on your own, you totally should before watching this video. So keep it in your saved videos, come back at a later date, I get it. Before getting into that though, if you're into this sort of stuff, you like lore, deep dives, silly stuff, gaming, Final Fantasy, or just nerdy stuff in general, well honey, you're home. Hit that subscribe button, because listen, we tend to do nerdy here pretty well. Alright, let's get into the fourth wall breaking moment right now. You are in Elpis. You're starting to think of the moment, aren't you? The grandeur of Elpis takes your breath away. You're meeting some new friends, Hermes, Emet-Sel, Hythlodaeus, Venat. We go on an epic journey discovering Median's powers and Hermes' deep-rooted depression, how he views the world, what brings him to this sadness, and how much he can't help himself but feel that way. Which is kind of relatable if everyone's ever had the big black dog. If you know, you know. This is a very human feeling section. Like, you really are quick to put yourself in that position, or quick to know somebody who's been in that position, and you hear the tells. It's not hard to be invested by Hermes' sadness. Then we see the contrast. We take a walk with Miss Venat, the woman that we would eventually come to know as the figure of Hydaelyn, god of light, or primal of light, we eventually find out. But this is her Ascian form, what we knew her before she became the Heart of Hydaelyn. She's an adventurer. She loves to hear the stories and how things went and where you ended up. Did you meet good people? Was it a great adventure? She wants to hear it all. She laughs, she smiles, and then she tells you about her view of the world, where she sees goodness in sadness. She understands the world can't be perfect, and that even in its faults, it's beautiful. And in that long moment, in that speech of the joys of the world, she turns around and does it. She does the thing. And she asks you, has it been good? Was it worthwhile? This scene is perfect. End point. Not only do you have a new form of answers playing in the background, which I get goosebumps every time that song plays, so just that on its own, but such a stark contrast to Hermes. And remember, she's asking this knowing that she will become Hydaelyn. We told her. We told her she becomes a god, a primal. And she still goes on and asks our earnest opinion of, was it worth it? And with the music, the direct to the camera look, the way the question is posed, that's the face crack. That's the breaking of the fourth wall. And when I first heard that question, I'm going to be very honest, the first thing came to my mind was my journey in Final Fantasy XIV good? Was it worth it? Mine, like War Chief Peebs, not little Lalafell Peebs, me. I can't believe that it hit that way first. For me anyway, I know some people it went the other way. But it took a minute to go back and be like, oh, she's asking us to my character. She's talking about the journey in the game. Even after the fact, days later, I pondered the question. I pondered its intent from the writer's side. Was it supposed to break that wall? Was I supposed to feel about my own journey? Was I supposed to look at my own personal things going on right now? It was fantastic. And let me just reiterate, this was the same stream where I went through that dungeon and find out what she went through in the Sundering. And this was the point that I reminisced on. Let that sink in. And yes, let's be real here. The Sundering, that's not how it actually happened. That's a representation of a bits and pieces of memories as they remember it. They were impactful. The bitch cried. I cried watching her get sundered and destroyed in the hopes of bringing a joy to the world, a beauty, and giving the chance of life. It hurt, but that was the question that I stopped and thought on. Was it worth it? Or worthwhile, sorry. I don't use the word perfect very much for a reason. Many things are great, amazing, spectacular, perfect. That scene was perfect. Every bit of it, from the lighting, the character, the voice actor, the music, the tone, the pre-setup for it, how it ended, perfect. Perfect. But I'm not alone here. What did you think? Do you agree with me? Was that moment that impactful for you? Or were you like, girl, it wasn't that deep? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, give me a big old thumbs up. If you didn't, well, cool. Be honest with me. I'm a big girl. I can handle it. Bonus points if you tell me why you didn't like it, though. Feedback is the best way to improve. Alright, have a legendary day. Thanks so much for being here, and I can't wait to see you guys again on the next one. Bye. The contrast between this question and the Sundering, I can't. Let alone the fact that Answers plays through both. And still gives me goosebumps every damn time. Soken, why do you do this to me?